Hi, I'm Sean Clark. I'm standing here on the cliff in Mendocino County from the film The Howling. Welcome to Horror's Hallowed Grounds. So it's right about this area here where the telephone booth was, where Dee Wallace gets the phone call from Eddie Quist. Roger Corman's standing outside waiting patiently to use the phone. This is near the corner of Santa Monica Boulevard and Western Avenue in Hollywood. Also nearby this location was the porno store. That area has been completely torn down and rebuilt, so it's no longer there, and the exact location is unknown. But it was definitely right around the same vicinity. But it's awesome, because it's porn. So now we're at 6607 Hollywood Boulevard. Today, this is Hollywood Sports and Gifts, but this was the interior and exterior of the Other Side bookstore. Let's go inside and take a look. So this is where the front door used to be. The Other Side bookstore sign was right about here, where the nuns walk in, and they come over here and see all the various books and occult items. Right up in this corner up here is where Dick Miller was on the ladder talking to Belinda Blasky. There used to be a second story up here, but it's obviously been closed off now today. There's still a room on the other side of that wall, it's just not exposed to this part of the store. So today it's a gift shop on Hollywood Boulevard in beautiful downtown Hollywood, California. So now in Hollywood, California at the Vermont Tennis Complex. You might notice over my shoulder here is the tennis court where the ladies are playing tennis before Slim Pickens shows up and flirts to the best of his ways.
I used to watch you all the time. You're a whole lot prettier than Walter Cronkite.
Slim Pickens style, which is a good style in my book. So here on the other side of the tennis court is the exit where Dee Wallace walks out. Just below is Sunset Strip, Hollywood Boulevard, and everything that you know from TV and movies. This is located at the Vermont Tennis Complex, just below the Griffith Observatory on Commonwealth Avenue.
The TV studio was a real TV station in Huntington Beach, California, a local PBS station, KOCE Channel 58. Today, the studio has been completely renovated and is almost unrecognizable. The morgue set was actually a real morgue at the City of Hope Hospital in Duarte, California, but for obvious reasons, we weren't allowed access to it.
Well, looky here. Welcome to the colony. We are in Malibu Beach, California at Paradise Cove. This is the location of the first Klan party, if you will. And all about this area is where they were partying it up. Due to erosion and the elements and whatnot, the landscape has changed quite a bit over the last 30 years, so it's not as recognizable as it was in the film. This was the one and only beach location they used in Southern California. Everything else was shot in Northern California, Mendocino to be exact. We're gonna go check that out right now. So now we're at Russian Gulch State Beach. This is in Russian Gulch State Park in Mendocino County. This is where Belinda Blasky was sitting examining the drawings. This is also the area earlier where Dee Wallace and Belinda walk along the beach before heading up to the picnic tables, which are actually just up there. After she discovers that the drawings look familiar to her, she hikes up into the hills up above to get a better look at the coast. So just on the other side of the cove from Russian Gulch Beach is the spot off of the one where Blenda Blasky comes to take a look and gets a bird's eye and notices that it looks just like her drawing that Eddie Quist did. This area's changed a bit. These trees have grown in over the past 30 plus years, but once you get over here, you can see it matches dead on from the film. So they come from the beach below up here to Russian Gulch picnic area. And it's right over here where D. Wallace Stone and Blenda Blasky sit down and have a little snack. Chris Stone sits on the fence behind me. You know, it's such a beautiful place. I think we'll sit down here and have lunch ourselves.
Hey, Sean, are you sure you want to eat that banana? It's been sitting in the car all day.
Hey, no sweat. It's terrific. No, really. If I get hungry enough, I'll eat anything. So now we're inside the infamous Eddie Quist cabin. This is at the Mendocino Woodlands Campground, camp number 2. Really not the easiest location to find, so if you ever decide to come check it out for yourself, do your research. Anyhow, she walks in, she comes over here to the fireplace, takes a look at the picture of the wolf that's on top of it. Over here to the pantry, surveys all the different things here. You might notice a can of wolf chili sitting in there. Looks at the dining table, takes a peek in the closet, and she heads in this direction. She comes into this room and she takes a photo of a picture on the wall. The shot is actually done looking through a mirror, just like this one. And then she looks around, sees a door over here, gets a little curious and heads over to it. On the other side of this door, Eddie Quist's room. So now we're inside the infamous Eddie Quist room. If you could be here, you'd see how small it actually is. It's about probably 10 by 8. It's tiny, but it was all decorated with animal skins and bones and all the drawings that Eddie had done. She stands in here for a little while taking photos, but you know, she probably shouldn't have been here, and we probably shouldn't be in here because, you know, I've heard that Eddie doesn't like trespassers. So, it's right here that she rolls over. There was a facade built here that she kind of cubbies into, like a little cubby hole, and gets attacked by the werewolf. Has the little hatchet, chops off his hand, and escapes for the moment. So just about 150 feet from the Eddie Quist cabin is the cabin that Dee Wallace and Chris Stone stayed in. It's this one right here. Let's go inside and take a closer look.
If the interior of this cabin looks different, it's because it's a completely different location. Shot in Hidden Hills, California, a favorite locale of the TV series The Dukes of Hazzard.
Well, as you can see,
The Mendocino Woodlands Campground is massive, and the trees are endless. All the shots for the Howling were shot out here, except for the soundstage stuff. Finding all the exact locations where the movie was shot is like finding a needle in the haystack. And honestly, we ain't got that kind of time, and I've seen and heard a few things, and I don't know if we should stick around a whole lot. Yeah, we're gonna go. So then they come from down below up to the Russian beach. So then they come down from, and then they come from below up here to Russian Gulch.
Russian Gulch.
So then they come up from below to Russian Beach, guys, keep saying it.
This is the tennis court the ladies are playing tennis on before Slim Pickens shows up and, you know, does his whatever Slim Pickens does. It's actually right by the city, right below Hollywood. So, or above Hollywood, actually. I'm fucking this thing whole up. Somewhere on the street as well was the porn store. I almost said theater. Fuck. Every kid loves porn. It's all taking place around here. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Woo! You're famous, aren't you? Aren't you? I seen you on the TV. You know, that works. Works with me, you know, because kind of a big deal. You may not know it. The landscape is changed. It is changed. It's twazy how it's changed. Oh my twad.
She heads up into the hills here to take a look down. Actually, she doesn't. She discovers it as she's going up. Let me do that again.
You should be here. You shouldn't. It's kind of lame.
This is the area here where Dee Wallace and Chris Stone and Belinda Blasky.
Biatch.
Good God. That has to be the one.